Hello, everybody. So today we're with Jenny. So we're just going to go through and ask her a few questions about New Age Advisor, which is a program that Jenny's been involved with for, what, a couple of months, is it, Jenny?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's about 2 months now, isn't it?
2 months, yeah. So I'll just take it to Jenny just for her to introduce herself, and then we'll get into asking her some questions. So yeah, just if you want to introduce yourself, Jenny.
Oh, hi there, guys. So my name's Jenny. I'm a mortgage and protection advisor based out in Lincoln. Been in the industry for about 6 years now. So yeah, just kind of finding my feet really. I think now I thought I knew it all, but I think Dan's showing me that I don't. So we'll see where it goes.
That's the worst thing anyone could do, isn't it? Think people know it all.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, basically, Jenny, just to ask you a few questions about kind of your experience with things and where you've come from and where you're at now. So yeah, just tell me a bit about what you were doing before. What was life like before you actually signed up to the program? Like, so it's a couple of months you've been in it now, isn't it? So
Yeah, this is it. I think before I started the program, I was very much happy going along in my own little world. Business was steady away, and I think but I realized that my business wasn't really growing. So it was kind of standstill. Yes, I was still earning some money and I was getting the leads come through. But, I'm a big believer is if you don't keep growing, eventually it's going to stop. So while it was still good, it wasn't getting any better. So I felt I needed to do something to drive that forward, really.
yeah, that's the thing. I think a lot of people don't have that kind of mindset. They're just happy, just ticking along. A lot of people, aren't they?
Yeah.
They don't want to push themselves. But yeah, obviously you do. And the process then, how are you actually finding the process of being in the program, Jenny?
I think it's really good. I think it makes you reevaluate everything, in all honesty. I've said it before to you, Dan. I kind of come on the program thinking I was going to generate a few more leads. But actually, it's made me look at everything about how I run my business and how that sort of interacts with my own personal life, which has been really good and really helpful for me because it's actually given me more balance. So I'm finding more time with the family, if you like, but actually getting more work done, which is really nice. It's not an easy process. I wouldn't say if you're not motivated, it's probably not for you because it's not one of these courses where you're going to go on, they're going to give you 2 or 3 golden nuggets and then suddenly you're flying. To get what you want out of it, you're going to have to put the work in. But actually, if you put the work in, it really is life-changing and your business really will grow and develop where you want it to be.
Yeah, that's the key difference between, again, people that just don't want to put the work in. I think, like you say, people expect a magic bullet sometimes, don't they? A silver bullet. They just want that one thing that's just going to just magically change everything for them. And they think that they don't have to do a lot of work to get that. But it's like anything in life, isn't it? You just got to put the work in. And if you do, we can show you the way, but you've got to ultimately execute on it and put the work in.
Yeah, definitely. And I think there's some really key things that you've told me that I've been able to implement straight away, and it has made a massive difference. But it's about making that longevity of it. I'm here for the full marathon, if you like. It's not a sprint for me. So I want things to be done properly, and I want to be able to continually go back to these things that I'm learning and build my business as we go forward.
Yeah, sure. And is there any specific part of the kind of program that you like more than any other, or is it just kind of the general premise?
I do like the general premise. I was not a pink and fluffy kind of person, really. I'm a bit of a, this is it and this is how it's done. But I've actually really enjoyed listening to Ross and taking some key points from him. I think that has really helped me in a way that I didn't think to. It's one of those things that I would usually go, it's a bit of pink and fluffy that they have to put into these courses.
Yeah.
But actually, I think the 1% rule that I keep chelping onto people, it's less than 15 minutes of your day. I think that has really made a big difference, even down to my running. It's like I say to her, I can't be bothered to run, Jenny, it's 2% of your day. It's half an hour, it's 2%, go and do it. And you always have a more productive day after that, because you've achieved in the morning, and you've got all your, you're ready for the day, really. So yeah, I've really enjoyed that, and sort of sitting down and working out my 3-year plan, and knowing it's achievable, whereas before you do a lot of talking, but actually sitting, writing it down, and knowing that I can get to that point in 3 years has really helped me, kept me motivated. Yeah,
100%. That's like you say. I think people have that misconception about the mindset kind of thing, don't they? They see it as a bit out there, a bit woo-woo, and they think, yeah, it's not gonna help me in business. How is that gonna help me in business? But it's helped me massively. Like I say, all this stuff that I include, just why I got Ross involved. It's mindset has just been instrumental for me and helping me get to where I need to be. And like you say, visualizing where you want to be, and then kind of reverse engineering that, breaking it down into actionable steps, and it just makes that bridge so much easier to cross. But yeah, so if somebody was on the fence about the program, if they've heard about it, what would you say? Would you recommend it to people?
Yeah, definitely. But I probably wouldn't recommend it to everyone, because you've got to have the mindset you want to do it.
Yeah.
If you're sitting there thinking, actually, I just want someone just to give you everything, then it's probably not the course for you. But actually, if you're prepared to put the hard work in, you will get the results, and it will be worth it. But you can't just sit there and expect someone to feed you it all.
Yeah, that's the key difference, isn't it? I think that's the key difference between people who will kind of excel and people who will just, like you said before, just keep trudging on that same level.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, that's great, Jenny. I appreciate doing this for me. It's very much appreciated.
No problem.
Yeah, and if anybody is interested in learning more about this, just drop me a message, and I'm quite happy to have a chat with you. We'll arrange a call, and yeah, we'll see if you're a good fit for it. But yeah, thanks a lot for your time, everybody, and thanks again for you, Jenny, for doing this. As I say,
no problem. Thanks, Neil.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Thanks.